Good afternoon, students. So, in our previous online session, we have discussed about the concept of rational numbers, what is the definition of rational numbers, and some properties, that is closure property, commutative property, associative property, identities, whether it's additive identities or multiplicative identities. We also discussed about the inverse, additive inverse and multiplicative inverse. So that we have discussed already for the natural number, whole number and integers. Some students have problem in the understanding of rational numbers, the properties. For all the properties we will discuss right now for the rational numbers. Okay. So first property is closure property. So first of all you should know what is the rational number. That also we have discussed. Rational number means any number in terms of p by q where q is not equal to 0. Any number if you represent them in terms of p by q where q is not equal to 0. Such kind of all the numbers are known as rational numbers. That is 1 by 2, 3 by 4, 5 by 6. These all are numbers known as rational numbers where this is your numerator, this is your denominator. Okay. So this we have learned in online class. Now we discuss each and every property on the basis of rational numbers. So first of all we discuss closure property. This is we discuss for addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. We cover all four operations under closure property, whether it's whole, true or not for rational number, that we will discuss. So closure property means what? If you take any number, any two numbers, suppose I am taking two rational numbers 1 by 2 and 1 by 3, and when I do the addition of this two number, we know how to do the addition. We have to take LCM over here. So your LCM is 6. So this is 3 by 6 plus 2 by 6. So what is the answer? 5 by 6. Again this 5 by 6 is a rational number. So what we can say? For rational number, closure property is hold for addition. Okay, this is your closure property for addition. Now we will do for subtraction. If you do the subtraction 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3, same we are taking LCM, that is 3 by 6 minus 2 by 6. What is the answer? 1 by 6. So what we can say? Closure property hold for rational number under subtraction. Okay. If you do the multiplication, for multiplication take any two rational numbers 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 1s are 1, 2 3s are 6. So what is the answer? 1 by 6. So again for multiplication closure property hold for rational numbers. For division if you take 1 by 2 divide by 1 by 3. So how will you do the division? We have to convert this division sign into multiplication, and this is reverse, that is 3 by 1. So what is the answer? 3 by 2. So what we can say? Closure property for addition, for subtraction, for multiplication and for division, it holds for the rational numbers. Why? Because when you take any two rational numbers, do the addition, we are getting rational numbers. Do the subtraction, we are getting rational numbers. Do the multiplication, we are getting rational numbers. Do the division, we are getting rational numbers. So what we can say? First property, that is closure property hold for addition, subtraction, multiplication and division for rational numbers. Okay. Move on to the second property, that is commutative property. What do you mean by commutative property? If you take any two rational numbers and whether you do addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, we have to check. Okay, after changing the order of addition, do we get the same number? After changing the order of subtraction, do we get the same number? For multiplication, do we get the same number? And for division also, do we get the same number? That we have to check. So here again we are taking two rational number, same rational number we are taking 1 by 2 and 1 by 3. Now check, do the addition. We know what is the addition. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. That is your 3 by 6 plus 2 by 6, which is equal to 5 by 6. We know now how to do it. Okay. Now you should change the order. 1 by 3 plus 1 by 2. What is the answer again? 2 by 6 plus 3 by 6, 5 by 6. So in both the way you are getting the same answer. So what we can say, closure commutative property hold for addition for rational numbers. Now when we do the subtraction, let's see whether it's hold or not. 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3. What answer we are getting? This is 3 by 6 minus 2 by 6. So 1 by 6 we are getting. Now reverse the order, or you change the order. So 1 by 3 minus 1 by 2. So what answer you are getting? 2 by 6 minus 3 by 6, which is equal to minus 1 by 6. Here this is positive, here this is negative. So we are not getting the same answer under subtraction. So what we can say, for subtraction this closure commutative property does not hold for rational numbers. Okay. For addition it is hold, but for subtraction it is not, because we are not getting the same answer after changing the order of the rational numbers. Okay. Now we check for the multiplication. 1 by 2 multiplied by 1 by 3. So what is the answer? 1 into 1, 1, 3 to the 6. We are getting 1 by 6 answer. Now change the order. 1 by 3 multiplied by 1 by 2. 1 into 1, 1, 3 to the 6. So for multiplication we are getting the same answer. So what we can say, commutative property hold for multiplication for rational numbers. Let's see for the division. 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 3. So what is the answer? 1 by 2 division will become multiplication, becomes reverse. So what is the answer? 3 by 2. Now change the order. 1 by 3 divided by 1 by 2. So 1 by 3 multiplied 2 by 1. So what is the answer? 2 by 3. Do you get the same answer? No. So what we can say? Commutative property does not hold for division for rational numbers. So what we can say, commutative property only hold for hold for addition and multiplication. It does not hold for subtraction and division. Okay, so this is your commutative property. Okay, now move on to the next property, that is associative property. Okay, what is associative property? You have to choose 3 rational numbers. Suppose 1 by 2, 1 by 3, and suppose third one is your 1 by 4. Okay, these are 3 rational numbers. And now we check whether the associative property hold for addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, so first, associative property means we have to make a group of any 2 numbers and we regrouping again and again for 2 times. Okay, so first we group these 2 numbers, second time we group these 2 numbers. So we change the order of grouping and then we check whether the addition is same, subtraction is not same or not, division is same or not, or multiplication is same or not. So let's see. So 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. So first we group this one plus 1 by 4. Let's check what is the answer. Here it is. LCM is 6. So what we can say, this is 3 plus 2 by 6 plus 1 by 4. So what is the answer? 5 by 6 plus 1 by 4. Now what is the LCM? 12. So 5 is a 10. 10 by 12 plus 4 is a 12. 3 by 12. So what is the answer? 13 by 12. So this is your answer. Now we regroup again this. Now we group these 2 numbers. So let's see what is our answer. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4, 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4. So this is equal to 1 by 2 plus, this is 4 plus 3 by 12. So 1 by 2 plus 7 by 12. So this is LCM is 12. So 6 plus 7 by 12. So what is the answer? 13 by 12. So after taking LCM and when you solve this question, you will see that if you regrouping these numbers first and then change the order of regrouping, you are getting the same answer. So what we can say? The associative property hold under addition for rational numbers. Okay? We keep these rational numbers for all four operations. So addition is done. Now we see the subtraction. So first we take 1 by 2 minus 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4. And we check, is it equal to 2 minus 2 minus 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4. So first we grouping these two numbers, rational numbers, then we grouping these two rational numbers. So let's see. This is 5 by 6. We already solved in the first question. This is minus 1 by 4. Okay. The LCM is 12. 5 to the 10. 10 by 12 minus 3 by 12. So what is your answer here? 7 by 12. Now let's check this one. 1 by 2. What is your answer here? 4 by 12 minus 3 by 12. So 1 by 2 minus 1 by 12. So this is equal to 6 minus 1 by 12. So what is the answer? 5 by 12. So here you are getting the answer 7 by 12. Here you are getting the answer 5 by 12. Means this two answer is not same. So what we can say? Associative property does not hold under rational number. Okay. So what we can say from this? It is very simple examples. You have how you can check that also I have explained. Same questions are there in the exercise also, whether we have to check the given rational numbers are associative under subtraction or not, that we have to check. So the method is same, whether the numbers, whatever numbers you have, but the method remains same for each and every rational number. So you should keep in mind the method. Okay, doesn't matter about the numbers. So subtraction for subtraction does not hold. Now move on to the multiplication. Let's see. So 1 by 2 into 1 by 3. First group multiply by 1 by 4. We check whether it is equal to 1 by 2 into 1 by 3 into 1 by 4. So now we grouped. First we group these two numbers. Then we are regrouping like this. Now we check the answer. 1 1. 1 1 is 1. 3 2 is 6. Into 1 by 4. 1 1 is 1. 6 4 is 20. Here it is 1 by 2. 1 1 is 1. 3 4 is 12. 1 1 is 1. 12 is 24. You check the answer. For multiplication we are getting the same answer. So what we can say? Associative property hold for multiplication for rational numbers. Okay. Now we check for the division. Same numbers we are taking 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 3. First we group first two numbers, divide by 1 by 4. Then we have to check whether this is equal to 1 by 2 divided by 1 by 3 divided by 1 by 4. Whether we are getting the same answer for this two, that we have to check. So here what we are getting? Into 3 by 1 divided by 1 by 4. So here we are getting 3 by 2 divided by 1 by 4. Division, we convert that into multiplication. So 3 by 2 into 4 by 1. 2 to the 4. So what is the answer? 3 to the 6. 6 is our answer. Come to here. 1 by 2 divided by, this is 1 by 3 into 4 by 1. So 1 by 2 divided by 4 by 3. Reverse it. So 1 by 2 into 3 by 4. So what is the answer? 3 divided by 8. Do we get the same answer? By solving this we are getting the answer 6. By solving this we are getting the answer 3 by 8. So we are not getting the same answer. So what we can say? Associative property does not hold for division for rational numbers. So these are three main basic properties that we have discussed, in which you have difficulties, that is closure property, commutative property and associative property. Then again I have explained. Okay, just go through it, you will get the